Hi everyone, hope you are doing good. So welcome back to one more video lecture on interference. The lecture is on the concept of interference in thin film. In this video lecture, we are going to obtain the conditions for constructive and destructive interference in case of interference in thin film due to reflected system. So interference in thin film due to reflected system, which is also called as cosine law derivation. Cosine law derivation. So the basic principle for the formation of interference in thin film is division of amplitude. The incident light ray is going to be splitted into two or more rays, and on superposition results in interference. So the principle is division of amplitude. Now consider a film of thickness T. So here this is a film of thickness T. K and K dash are the upper and lower surface of the film, and mu is the refractive index of the film. Let n is the normal drawn onto the surface of the film. When a monochromatic light of wavelength lambda is made to incident on the film, so one such ray is AB. So here AB is the incident monochromatic light. This incident light ray makes an angle I with the normal. At point B, the incident light ray is going to reflect along BC and refract along BD. So here BD is the refracted ray which makes an angle R with the normal, and BC is the reflected ray. So according to laws of reflection, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So angle of reflection R can be taken as angle of incidence I. So I is equal to R. So here BD is the refracted ray. Again at point D, the light undergoes reflection along DE and refraction along DG. So this is the refracted ray, DE is the reflected ray. Again at point E, the light undergoes reflection as well as refraction. So EF is the refracted ray and EH is the reflected ray. Again at point H, the light ray undergoes refraction and comes out of the film along HI. So here BC and EF, these two are the reflected rays, DG and HI are the transmitted rays. So here ray 1 and ray 2, R1 and R2 are the rays which are reflected from the surface, and these two rays are derived from the same source, as well as DG and HI, ray 3 and ray 4 are the transmitted rays which are derived from the same source. So these are transmitted rays. Both the reflected rays as well as the transmitted rays on superposition results in interference. As it is easy to study the reflected system, So we are discussing interference that happens in thin film due to reflected system. So the superposition of the waves BC and EF both results in interference. If interference happens, whether it is constructive or destructive interference depends upon the path difference or the phase difference between the two reflected rays. So we need to obtain the path difference between the two reflected rays. Further, we consider a perpendicular EM drawn on BC. If we observe, if the length BM is not there, we can see both the reflected rays seem to be emerged from the same point. Means these two rays are seemed to be originating from same point. So when they superimpose, we may get a constructive interference. Means BM is nothing but the additional distance covered by ray 1 when compared to ray 2 in air. And now draw a perpendicular DL onto BE. So the additional distance covered by the ray 2 when compared to ray 1 is BD plus DE. If this distance is not there, the light waves which superimposes may result in constructive interference. Because of this distance, it may result in destructive interference. Now, if we observe the figure, this total angle is 90 degrees. This is I. So this becomes your 90 minus I. Here this angle is 90. This is 90 minus I. This becomes I. Here the total angle here is 90 degrees. This angle is R. So this becomes 90 minus R. This is 90. This becomes R. As these two are similar triangles, it is also equal to R, and this is 90 minus R, and this is 90. Now, the geometrical path covered by ray 1 in air is BM additionally when compared to ray 2, and the geometrical path length covered by ray 2 is BD plus DE in the film when compared to ray 1. The geometrical path difference is delta is equal to BD plus DE is the distance covered by the ray 2 additionally when compared to ray 1 minus BM is the path length covered by ray 1 when compared to ray 2. This is geometrical path difference between the two reflected rays. The optical path difference. The optical path difference. The optical path difference is delta is equal to mu times of the optical length covered by the ray. So delta is equal to mu into BD plus DE minus mu into BM. Here ray 1 distance is covered in air. So the refractive index of air is 1. So here mu becomes 1. And from the figure, BD is equal to DE. So you can write from the figure, BD is equal to DE, and the refractive index of air is 1. The path difference is delta is equal to mu into 2BD minus BM. So this is the optical path difference between the two reflected rays. Now, making use of the figure, we need to get the values of BD and BM. On substituting the values, you are going to get the equation for the path difference. So from figure, get the value of BM and BD. So from triangle BEM, sin I is equal to BM by DE. BM is equal to BE into sin I. Still we need to modify BM. We need to get the value of BE from triangle BDL. Sin R is equal to, so sin R is equal to BL by BD. BL by BD. If you observe the figure, BL is nothing but half of BE. BL is nothing but half of BE. So 1 by 2 of BE by BD. So this is sin R. You get the value of BE is equal to 2BD sin R. Now substitute the value of BE in BM. So BM is equal to, the value of BE is 2BD sin R into sin I. According to Snell's law, mu is equal to sin I by sin R. So in the place of sin I am going to write mu into sin R. BM is modified as BM is equal to 2. In the place of sin I am going to write mu sin R. So 2 mu BD into sin square R. So BM is equal to 2 mu BD into sin square R. So you have got the value of BM. So substitute this value in delta is equal to 2 mu BD minus BM. So 2 mu into BD minus BM is 2 mu BD into sin square R. So in these two terms you have 2 mu into BD as common. So 2 mu into BD into 1 minus sin square R. So 1 minus sin square R is cos square R. So delta is equal to 2 mu BD into cos square R. Still we have to modify this equation, eliminate BD. So to eliminate BD, again consider the diagram from the figure BDL. Get the value of BD. Triangle BDL. Cos R is equal to DL by BD. Here DL is nothing but it is equal to, this distance is nothing but equal to the thickness of the film. So T by cos R is equal to BD. So BD is equal to T by cos R. So substitute the value of BD in this equation. You are going to get delta is equal to 2 mu T by cos R into cos square R. Cos square R and cos R cancels one time. So you are going to get delta is equal to 2 mu T cos R. Delta is nothing but the path difference between the two reflected rays. But here the ray 1 is reflected from the air glass interface, means it is reflected from the rarer to denser medium interface. So ray 1 suffers a phase change of pi, which is equivalent to an additional path length of lambda by 2. So an additional path length of lambda by 2 has to be considered because a ray 1 suffers a phase change of pi at the air glass interface. So here this delta is equal to 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2. Delta is equal to 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2 is the path difference between the two reflected rays. So we have bought the path difference between the two reflected rays as delta is equal to 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2. By making use of this, we are going to obtain the condition for the constructive and destructive interference. According to general interference, we get a constructive interference when path difference delta is equal to n lambda, and destructive interference when delta is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. So condition for constructive interference. So when path difference delta, so path difference is 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2 is equal to n lambda, we get constructive interference. Modifying it, 2 mu t cos r is equal to n lambda minus lambda by 2, that is equal to 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. Here 2 mu t cos r is equal to 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. I get a constructive interference in case of interference in thin film. And one can get destructive interference when the path difference delta is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. So here the path difference is 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2 is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. So therefore 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2 is equal to 2n into lambda by 2 plus lambda by 2. Both sides lambda by 2 and lambda by 2 gets cancelled. So you are going to get, and 2 gets cancelled. So 2 mu t cos r is equal to n lambda. So this is the condition for destructive interference. So we have used the general interference concept, substituted the path difference and equated it to n lambda, constructive interference, and equating it to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2, you are going to get destructive interference. So in this lecture we have discussed how interference happens in thin films. What is the basic principle in interference in thin film? Interference is due to both the reflected rays as well as the transmitted rays. The rays which are reflected from the upper surface as well as the lower surface of the film reinforces and results in interference. The basic principle is a division of amplitude, because the reflected rays as well as the transmitted rays, both these rays are being derived from the same source. So the principle is division of amplitude. As it is easy to discuss the reflected system, we have derived the path difference between the two reflected rays, and the obtained path difference is delta is equal to 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2, and using this equation, equating it to n lambda, we have got 2 mu t cos r is equal to 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2, which is a condition for the constructive interference, and equating 2 mu t cos r plus lambda by 2 to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2, we have got 2 mu t cos r is equal to n lambda. So in case of interference in thin film, the constructive interference and the destructive interference has reversed when compared to the general interference. The question that they are going to post basing on this concept is, with the neat ray diagram, explain the concept of interference in thin film due to reflected system or derive cosine law. There are some of the simple questions basing on this concept. So colors in thin film results from A, dispersion of light, B, interference of light, C, absorption of light, D, scattering of light. So colors in thin film is due to, yes, it is because of interference of light. The second question, the points of constructive interference of light are A, always bright, B, maybe bright or dark, C, always dark, neither bright nor dark. The points of constructive interference of light are, yes, always bright. The next question, interference in thin film is mainly of A, division of amplitude, B, addition of amplitude, C, addition of wavefronts, D, division of wavefronts. Yes, it is because of division of amplitude. The next question, when a light wave suffers reflections at the interface between air and glass medium, the change of phase of the reflected wave in air is equal to A, 0, B, pi, C, 2, D, pi by 2. Yes, the correct answer is pi. When the light ray reflects at the air glass interface, rarer to denser medium surface, it suffers a phase change of pi. Good. So hope you followed the lecture. Thanks for watching.